they thought I had no right to be a part of.
Imagine there's a world in which this is just metal. This would just cause countless, needless mistakes for men too ignorant to wield it. This, which would only be rightfully held in the hands of someone omnipotent. We are not gods. Isaac, what would make us better than the peasants of the kingdom?
It is your divine right. It was passed down to you from blood. Isn't there sanctity in blood, my liege?
Oh, I bleed all the same, Isaac! And I bleed just as they do. And I have failed them. There could be no perfect kings. I should just throw this crown over the balcony and into their hands. Look at them. They are suffering. And I have no idea how to bring them salvation.
What are you proposing?
Who's here?
Lord Isaac is visiting. You mustn't interrupt them. Your father doesn't take kindly to intrusion. Stand a toast.
You stay put.
It seemed I wasn't the only one who was listening. Although I had many years of practice being an observer, my son could not seem to stand by. No, not as he heard his birthright begin to be stripped away from him. I saw an evil shift in his eyes, palpable hatred, and the cunning of a wicked plan.
So, as opposed to passing the crown along to the prince, you wish to shift power into the hands of the people?
We will foster this into something more refined in due time, Isaac. But isn't it a beautiful world to consider? No kings, no birthright, no crown,
Just a ring of gold.
In truth, I heard them speak through the whole night. I heard Lord Isaac leave the quarters. I heard my son angrily mutter words of revenge and power. I heard it all, and I just stood by. Despite its importance, this is the first time I've spoken of that night to anyone. It is a hard time to relive, as will soon become evident. There was a moment, though, when a bright future was presented. An idea of righteous, radical change shaking the kingdom. Something
retributive.
Impossible.
necessary.
It was an idea of a new world, one less apathetic and careless.
A world of men.
Not gods. It was an idea that I was going to slice at the throat. Prized is the blood that drips from the crown. As it drains, it runs ice cold.
Oh! No! That pulls itself up by one side.
There's no use in squabbling now, is there? The people who should listen won't, and the people who can listen have heard it before.
Peace to their hearts if they do finally hear us. There's far too much to say, too much to change.
I've heard it's even like this beyond the hills.
All of the land is riddled with drought. Everything struck with sickness and poverty.
All of the land under the crown's rule, you mean?
Stop coughing.
Get them out of here. You know better than to bring the plague right into the streets.
We need medicine. Good luck getting a boom like that. Health is for the wealthy. We have no point. Please.
Rest and water. That's all you provide fair, then do so. Don't get a poor child at a time like this.
We surely died, a lot of us. Half the houses along this way are empty. We already walk among ghosts.
You so fast that nobody is coming to save us.
Here, take this. Thank you. How can I ever repay? Forget all needless debt. Just know this. There is still reason for hope. There are still those who fight.
Hark all in here. The king has perished. Murder in his own castle. Murder by his own son.
And who did you hear this from?
The Honorable Lord Isaac himself saw the corpse with his own two eyes.
Father,
Prince Thanatos is the heir.
a murderer as king?
We were headed towards damnation before. How much worse can it get?
No, something is bound to change. Perhaps we've done the queen has never done anything in her life.
I bet she's still in that castle now, living leisurely as if nothing ever happened. As if her people aren't suffering.
There is still time. The prince is not wed yet. He is only still an heir.
It's been hard to see him now. I only
to the castle. Make sure to send for Lord Isaac, too, and his lovely daughter, Isabel. Have you nothing else to say, Mother?
I wanted to ask him how it felt to watch the blood drain from his own father. But in that moment, it was like I knew the feeling. I was watching the blood drain from a kingdom, slowly, through hundreds of unhealed wounds.
Do not fret. A brighter day is coming. Take care of each other.
It's time. All the lords were called upon to the castle. Elric and Lawrence will arrive with their daughters shortly. We cannot fail. I'm sure you understand the severity.
I do. I'm sure you're not mean to frighten me, Father. You must know that I'm already frightened enough.
This should not be your fight, Isabel. If I could be the one to carry this out, I would spare you the pain.
No. I want more than anything to do this. If there is a brighter day to be found, let it be through any means.
Yes, but I cannot lose you the way that I lost.
I know. He was your view. But you don't have to worry. We know what we are up against now more than ever. I will not let anyone take me from you.
That is a dangerous promise to make.
Dangerous, yes. But just as vital.
You see, up there, it seems the lords are brought their ladies to the castle.
That can only mean, my God, the prince could be wed at any time now.
Good day. Oh, this is quite the beautiful castle. Quite. Are you wearing that to see the prince?
Right. Perhaps I'd look more appealing to the prince than something blood red.
Oh, why, that's horrible. So sad to hear what happened to our poor king. Why? It afforded us this riveting venture, did it not? Clearly, some of us don't get out much.
Well, at this rate, they might kill each other before the prince can.
Well, it seems everyone is getting along already.
Swimmingly.
I presume you've all met my mother. She'll show you to your rooms and get you accustomed to the castle. You will all be joining me tomorrow for dinner.
There they were, fresh and flush in the face, no wrinkles upon their brow or sadness behind those eyes. It was like staring into a grave mirror. I am what they might become. They are what I had only a few fleeting years to be. Come along now.
You're dismissed. And Isaac,
Yes, my liege.
you may notice the castle has been quieter than normal. No advisors roam the halls. No council holds its meetings. They were all foolish enough to question and shun me. The crown I'll soon wear dictates my divine right. And those who question gods pay with their blood. I can still smell the death in the air. I can still hear their screams. Do not think you are exempt from this fate. I would love another voice to join in my mind. Leave now.
You are no god!
I trust you know how to keep quiet.
What kind of queen would I be otherwise?
A daft one. If my mother were not predisposed to silence, she'd likely be dead too.
From the market to the fields, lend me your ears. I bring terrible news for all. The wicked prince is harboring 3 noble suitors within the castle walls. He plans to wed within the week. A butcher will sit upon the throne.
We should have stormed those gates while we had the chance. The second we caught wind of the prince's tyranny, he will not hear our pleas. He means backlash with the sharp edge of a blade.
We failed to save ourselves. This crumbling kingdom is exactly what we deserve.
Our graves were carved out in tandem with the hopes of this land, of our people. Now he will bleed us dry and bury us too. Hope is not lost yet. Listen! If the prince were not to wed, then he must wait until his middle age to take hold of the throne.
But he will wed.
No, he will have nobody left living to betroth. We are not killers. I ask not if you wish to kill. I ask if you wish to survive.
There is a war here, one deeply rooted and tangled within us all.
proclaim war. It would do us right to remember that blood will claim us all. We forget ourselves.
No, they forget themselves.
Yeah.
We have bled far more than they ever will care to know. Let them emerge from their stone walls of divinity. We will show them just how far from omnipotence they are. We will wring their veins dry between our calloused hands. It will be order restored. Hear me when I say, we are many, they are few. You, hearken here. Let it be known by you and all nobility that you have failed to years before. Your sons and daughters only foster as much hate in their hearts as you have taught them. And it is hate that has shattered and broken the kingdom they swore to protect. We will no longer tolerate it. Be warned, blood will spill if you do not heed us.
He speaks like a madman.
We are mad, furious. Short is the time till the death of the kingdom
That holds itself up by one ring of gold.
Short is the time till the death of the kingdom
That holds itself up by one ring of gold.
Short.
I was hoping I might see you again tonight. The town looks much different from up here, I presume.
Yes, they're making quite the clear down there.
What do they wish for today? Food, work, health? I've never heard praying quite that loud before.
No, it is not a prayer. It is a revolt. These are the shouts of godless men, forsaken men. Maybe they are tired of remaining quiet.
This kingdom is never truly godless in the presence of a king. They have forsaken themselves in forgetting this.
Is that what you believe? Have they done this to themselves?
I was chosen. They reject this time and time again. First my father, now a gathering of peasants. They mistrust my leadership. They believe me to be unworthy. It is a divine right, in order far greater than they can comprehend. This is their punishment for rejecting what is sacred.
How rich to be told that it is your fault.
Speak up. If you are going to be insolent, at least make yourself heard.
To scrounge and make do with the scraps of society. To watch his promises go unfulfilled. To grieve as your generation dwindles under the ruling of a prince who believes he is righteous. And then to be told that it is your fault. You are cruel.
You've been listening to that mob for far too long. Perhaps it would be best to relieve you of those curious ears. Then I might still consider you to be a practical queen.
I will open the gates. I will watch them pour in through these halls and finally bring you every unmet consequence. We're all tired of remaining quiet. You can't do this.
Isabel,
Father, where were you?
the square. I had to go down there. There was so much screaming, I thought that someone was hurt.
They are hurt. They have been hurting for a century.
Those streets are mad. Thank the Lord they let me go.
And with all your little cash, that's surprising.
I'm afraid it's only because they want me to send a message. They want to kill you, Isabel. You and the other two ladies. They don't want the prince to inherit the throne.
No one does. They will not reach me.
We can never be certain. We must tell them from our plan. We can quell their riots with our reassurance.
Do not be foolish. We cannot afford any deviation.
Do not fight me on this. You are but a child.
Yes, a child who has seen how quickly word spreads among the streets. It'll find its way to the prince's ear.
No, the people will rally with us once they know of our intentions. They will not speak to any nobles of our plot.
The people will rally with us. The people who want us dead. Your solutions will kill me, Father. I see three futures for me, stretching out and sharpening with each choice we make. You tell the people of our plan, and we are only met with the ferocity of an entire society who has been lied to and betrayed by people of our status. They will put their hands on you or me, and the prince and his panicked determination will quickly wed whichever of the ladies is left living. We will fail.
not soon enough. But you must stay alive long enough to wed the prince. Be complacent. Tell him what he wants to hear.
That might be worse than death.
Isabel,
You know I am faithful to the plan at heart. You just can't expect me to get through something like this without a few tests. How else would I keep sane? And who else in this castle allow?
well, fewer by the day. Remember your promise to me.
I know. I will not let him take me from you. I'll leave before we both weep like buffoons.
I have your words to guide me.
If there is brighter days to come, let us be through any means.
I love you dearly, my sweet daughter.
It is hard to say I love you to someone you may never see again.
I understand that. More than you may know. Isabel, you needn't say anything.
I suppose I never told him of my third future. It is the scariest of them all. To continue to watch as a kingdom before me fractures and decays. To be a collateral ruler, like so many queens before me. To either be killed by the prince right after we are wed, or to be left to rot beneath the ring of gold as years go by. It is whichever his wicked heart would be most satisfied to see. Would he prefer something sharp and quick by the blade? Or a cold seeping into the mind and soul, turning a woman numb over a lifetime? I know he has allowed that fate for others.
I have heard many conversations throughout these halls. In truth, I rarely hear anything these days that rattles me. Numbness. But today I heard something. Fragments of a plan, conspiracies of murder, and all I could picture was the massacred body of my son. Beaten and bloodied by the people he claims to rule above, dead. Just like mine.
I hear how often she still sees my face.
Everything I do.
I am there.
I suppose she had my same fury once.
Once, I had a rage to level mountains, but I have lost my chances to wield it. It has rotted upon a shelf within my mind. It has succumbed to my reservations. Oh, I had fury once!
It has only fizzled down into a serpentine thirst for vengeance. And you keep it quiet, instead, like a vice.
So, I pictured my son's body, beaten and bloodied by the people he claims to rule above.
And I smiled.
Thinking of all the people liberated,
All the tradition undone.
the history that has stifled so many.
I smiled, thinking of how many lives would be saved. But the death of one prince. Yes. Call me twisted.
Call me sinister.
Call me monstrous.
But a system will not fall peacefully.
You must erase suffering.
And erasure is always violence.
Excuse me.
Yes. Did you need a word with me?
Quite. We have much to discuss.
Short is the time till the death of a kingdom. That holds itself up by one ring of gold. Short is the time till the death of a kingdom. That holds itself up by one ring of gold. Face us, you cowards and fools!
Lady Elise,
Lord Isaac, I assume my father had left with you and Lord Lawrence.
Justice!
Or are you taking refuge from the mob? They are quite loud, not a bit tiny from up here.
refuge, yes. Something like that. I needed to fetch you. Your father wanted a word with you. He's waiting outside.
You sound awfully urgent.
Well, yes, it was something regarding your mother. Hurry up now.
My
Lady.
mother? Lord Isaac, you must know that she's been dead for quite some time now.
What? Oh, of course.
What is this really about?
Forgive me. My mind isn't what it used to be. Of course, I mustn't forget her passing. Now, don't keep your father waiting.
Is this a trick?
Well, Lady Elise,
Oh, Lloyd!
go see your father.
Lawrence!
You will go to the castle gate.
Now! Face us!
Your father is waiting there for you.
Cowards!
Stay here within these walls for one moment longer. have just as easily been one of us.
Father, it is silent.
No. It will ring out in the chamber of my mind for years to come.
Kill her!
They did! I did. Am I any better than he is?
Get some rest. They will all fall away soon enough.
It must.
And do not fret. I have a way to ensure our plan. The crown will be upon my head within the day.
How did you manage that?
I had some help. A surprise ally of sorts.
Lord Isaac, you've returned to the castle. I can imagine now is not a good time for traveling the streets.
He was just leaving.
Good. I need a word with you.
Father,
Your father seems distant today. Tormented even.
there is much to be afraid of now.
Indeed. A mob of peasants has no right to wield that kind of rage.
I suppose you believe rage is a privilege then.
Rage is a giving. I simply mean that actions of that caliber belong to those with the authority over life.
You mean gods? Or kings?
Must there be a difference? Well, I suppose you mustn't think of yourself as a god. You mustn't think of yourself as anything special. If your father were who he was, you'd be dead. Just like the other two.
My father?
Oh, yes. Did he not tell you? Our fathers had quite the interesting plans regarding the throne. It was an insurrection, really. Dear old Isaac, almost at a hand in dismantling the monarchy as we know it, tarnishing the power of the crown. Not that that would have ever been possible.
Oh, I suppose that's quite troubling.
I've made it all right. I've figured the perfect revenge against your father would be to make him see his sweet daughter pulled into the same system he swore the destruction of. I would just as quickly slit his throat if I didn't want him to watch as you became a good queen. Do you know what makes a good queen, Isabel? Silence, complacency, restraint.
Excuse me.
What are you doing? What is that?
It's a contract that decrees your matrimony. One signature and you will be king.
She will be queen.
I will be your wife.
Are you sure of this? You wish for everything that comes along with the throne.
After all this time, it is what I am owed.
That is more true than you will ever know.
I've won. No ceremony, no proceedings. Just one line of ink, and I have become the god of this wretched place. Look below. Hundreds of lives are there, groveling beneath us. Isn't it just righteous? Everything returned to order. My father was a fool to reject it.
Look! Upon the balcony!
A new king!
A new queen.
We have failed.
There were cries from all around the kingdom.
From ghosts, from those half dead, holding on by their last thread,
Those with bloodied hands.
screaming, do not let me die in vain! Save us!
Please, someone!
There's a brighter day to be had.
Through any means.
They are no better than I. Look at what they've turned to in an attempt to stop me. Look at the
something had to fall. It was either the crown or the kingdom it ruled.
Where did you find your bravery? All I could muster after all these years was a stifling bitterness, barely enough to be anger.
I've seen those who stand by, and I've seen all others who lie silently in their graves because of it. I suppose my bravery came from you. My hope came from you.
Hope. Thank you. There is nothing as grand as a crown in flight, meeting a golden, broken end, with no power left upon its name, and no righteous head